Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of BTR Beyond the Ropes. My name is Fernando, aka Retro Relapse, and as with me as always is my hetero life mate, my tag team partner, the guy behind the ones and twos, Randy, aka Randizzle. What to do, Randizzle?
What is up, Fern?
What up?
What's
What up?
going
What
on?
up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Drinking this
Mm,
delicious Miller Lite. Well, I would say, but not trying to fight nobody.
there you go.
Not trying to fight nobody. Just trying to enjoy a nice, cool, refreshing Miller Lite.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, nice to be here on another Top Rope Tuesday,
Top Rope Tuesday.
Takedown Tuesday.
Could be when we start talking about some wrestling. Could be about takedown. Could be a
That's
top rope.
right. And speaking of taking down, we got we got some events coming up. Um, shoot, we had some last weekend. We have some this weekend, and WWE is kind of just throwing them all at us.
There's a lot of shit going on. There's a lot of international events apparently. There was some Japan tour. There was some stuff in Mexico. I don't know if you saw some botches in Mexico. You saw those previews of those botches?
I could say I do, but before we jump into that, we definitely have to give a shout out to our one of our well, we do have a sponsor, right?
We sure do.
And who does it? Who
Hoo
would that
hoo.
be? Would that be?
Advanced Seamless Rain Gutter Solutions. If you're ever looking for drainage, rain collection, water tanks, and of course gutters and downspouts and gutter guards, reach out to us at guttersmadeeasy.com,
Oh my God!
or you can give us a call at 512-213-5763. That's right, I gave up my own phone number, so give me a fucking call, talk shit, whatever, or set an appointment.
Thank you to guttersmadeeasy.com. Oh my God! And as always,
Love
don't
that
forget
Joker.
let's not to forget to hit 17 time FU on that like and subscribe button, and definitely catch us on any of the places where you get your podcast: Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Freakazoid, wherever you get your stuff. Get a hold of us there.
You know where?
Watch it.
At beyond underscore the underscore ropes underscore pod. Yep. One day I'll get that fucking handle, and it won't be so long. Maybe it'll just be BTR 2.0.
Be
Something
a lot
simple like
easier.
that.
Be a lot easier that way. But yeah, don't forget, like, subscribe, share us out, share with your friends. If you know somebody who likes wrestling, you're not cool with them, but they like wrestling, share us anyway. They might make you cool
Woo!
because of
Make them
us.
make them cool. That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we WWE's been rocking and rolling since Crown Jewel. We're already towards the end of the month,
Are you ready for that
October.
fucking roster shakeup? That's never gonna happen.
I guess not. I
There's too
guess
much
not.
shit. Like you said, there's just so much shit. Last week, this week, the following week, we're leading up to fucking Survivor Series, leading up to fucking the end of the year. Like, there's just too
I
much
mean,
stuff
we
going
have
on.
Saturday night main event coming up on Saturday, November 1st. We just had NXT Halloween Havoc on Saturday the 25th. Evolve Succession was on the 15th. We didn't get a chance to chat about that one. Those are up and coming stars that are there. AAA just had a pay per view as well over the weekend, and
Hmm.
there were some wrestlers out there that are from WWE that were defending championships or in matches. And yeah, man, it's it's the fall, baby. It's a hell of a time to be doing things and doing stuff. But it's awesome. It's awesome to see that wrestling is thriving, and not just the big dogs. I mean, even the little dogs. If you think about it, a lot of local scene, a lot of local promotions are pushing things around because October's a busy month, man. Everyone's trying to cash in on the fact that there's better weather to do things outdoors. So definitely, there are a lot of little things that are going on at different places, and hey, man, I'm for it.
There was some wrestling in Seguin this past weekend. It was a school from Austin. I don't know what they were called, but they were out there wrestling at a little
Oh, very
fair
nice.
on the fairgrounds. Pretty cool. It was great weather because it wasn't too hot. It was just nice and cool. Watch a little bit of wrestling, eat some food, turkey legs and funnel cakes and all that good stuff.
Oh man, beans, tomatoes, potatoes. Oh Lord, that's coming.
You
That's
need me.
that's coming. Uh,
Man, I get to think that we are literally from today about exactly a month away from Thanksgiving, and then right after Survivor Series the next day or the next 2 days later on Saturday. So
your Turkey Day hangover will be covered by Survivor Series War Games.
nice.
That's gonna be beautiful. Cause
All
yeah,
right.
we are what this coming Thursday, our next show, and then after that it's 4 weeks. Yep, four
When
weeks.
is Full Gear? AEW's Full Gear.
Full Gear's on the 22nd.
Okay, so we're less than a month away for that one. 3 weeks
Let
away.
me double check. At our other unofficial sponsor, the SmackDownHotel.com,
Hmm.
November 22nd, New York, New Jersey, AEW Full Gear.
So that's
We do
coming up.
also have a TV pay per view coming up, AEW Dynamite Blood and Guts, November 12th,
Damn.
Greensboro,
So
North Carolina. And we also have the AEW Fright Night Dynamite, which is tomorrow, October 29th in Edinburgh, Texas.
oh damn, that's right because this coming weekend's Houston shows, huh?
No, this week is Edinburgh.
No, you said tomorrow's Edinburgh. Isn't a Saturday show in Houston and then a Wednesday show in Houston again? This coming the following week.
Tomorrow is Edinburgh.
I
And
said the
then
following week, next
the
week.
following week, next week, will be Houston. Correct. Of the mini little thing that's going on.
Yeah,
That little Texas Run Part Two, if you think about it, because they did a Texas Run back in July when they were doing all the stuff for
I
the
was there.
All In.
That's when I was there, and the couple of months before that, they did a run where I got free tickets. I
Hmm.
won that little contest, so there's a
Hmm.
lot of wrestling going on. And the crazy thing
Yeah,
is,
this week is Edinburgh, Texas. They're doing the same thing they did here in San Antonio, where they record both shows on the same night, and then so they'll show Collision on Saturday. It's just recorded, and then the following week, which is come on, computer,
What?
what the hell?
What?
The
What?
5th will be in Houston, and Saturday the 8th will be in Houston, and those are recorded separate live.
that's cool. It's Houston is big enough to do two recordings in different parts of the city. So
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So back to it with WWE.
did you catch some of that? Any clips from the Mexico show where Dragon Lee tried to do a fucking hurricane outside? Fucking Dom
And
still
he
caught him and
just
he just fucking ate it. They both ate it, but I think I don't I can't
Dragon Lee
tell.
got it worse, but he
Yeah.
still showed up to Raw.
I can't tell if Dom got his legs under him to prevent him from smashing his head. I couldn't tell that, but they said that Dom did the right thing by trying to pull his head up, you know.
Yeah,
And the commentators made it seem like Dom gave him the fucking power bomb, like caught him midair and power bombed him, but it was just a rope slip. Shit happens.
yeah,
It's wrestling.
big time. It was big
Yeah.
time rope slip. And like I don't know whose ring they were using because usually
It's Mexico's
the
ring. It's
they're
Mexico's ring.
softer. They don't tighten the ropes like America does. They're
Yeah.
looser. So when you do a lot of top rope stuff, like if you don't know your balance, man, you'll catch you. If you're
Yeah.
used to a certain way, it'll get you.
I think when you see it, like I think his arm got cut because he was like mid spin and he caught his arm and then he just kind of ate it and Dom just kind of went down with him to
Yep.
kind of. Again, I don't know if it was to protect them or he just all his the momentum and his weight pulled him, but hey, they're both okay. Dom got back up and you said that Dragon Lee made it to Monday, so there you go. Hey, yeah, shit happens. This is not a what we say. It's not a ballet. This is
Yep.
just this is fucking real life, and there could be real consequences, just like those infomercials the WWE used to run back in the Attitude Era. Don't try this shit at home. You could get hurt for real. So,
That's right.
and
You
we all
know.
tried it. We all tried it, and we got
Oh
hurt.
yeah.
We got hurt.
Um.
What are you looking for?
What I did want to kind of jump into real quick, if we can divert a little bit, uh, still with WWE. Hall of Famer Mike Rotunda currently in hospice care. I don't know if you caught wind on this one today. Uh, Wyndham Rotunda, Rotunda, Wyndham's daddy. Wyndham is known as Bray Wyatt. Mike Rotunda, for the old school, is IRS, Irwin R. Shyster. He was a Million
Yeah.
Dollar Man's uh, tag team partner at one point, as well as he was the tax man. You know, he had his run. He had his own momentum, and of course, he did make his move over to the WCW like a lot of the older
Damn.
cats did at one point when the wars were going on. But Barry Windham just shared some incredibly sad news with the world as he revealed that Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas' father, Mike Rotunda, is currently in hospice care. While speaking to Bill after Barry Windham became emotional as he shared that his former tag team partner in the U.S. Express, Mike Rotunda, is currently in this hospice care. He's in the hospital. Um,
You know what happens usually when you put you in hospice,
you're
unfortunately.
you're you're already knocking on death's door.
You know what? And you know what? Sad to say, I'm sure he might have died from a broken heart. His son died. Parents never outlived their kids, but at the very least, he was inducted with Barry Windham in the US Express this past WrestleMania, which is cool.
Yeah.
At the very least, he can go out as a true Hall of Famer, which is it's,
Hmm.
it's tough business, right? And I don't think he's that old, which is but when you do a life of on the road, 300 plus days a year, especially the era that he was wrestling, all those drugs and fucking muscle relaxers and steroids. And I'm not saying I don't know if he did any of them, but it was commonplace back then. So you
You know,
know,
and this could be one of the reasons why we haven't seen Bo Dallas recently on TV. He's been out the past couple of SmackDowns where the Wyatts have been involved, um, because they're trying to buy back for the or people going after them for the tag team championships and all that stuff. And he hasn't been shown, and there really hasn't been any reason why, and it wasn't because of any kind of injury or anything. But no, it's now we
just
find out that it is his dad is sick. So
yeah,
you
it's hard to lose your brother the year before, and then a couple of years, and now you're dead. That's
23 August of 23.
yeah, that's 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
almost pretty close to the date if something does happen, unfortunately. So
Yep. But right now, everyone's asking for, good vibes, prayers, put them in your thoughts. So hopefully, you know, our hearts out here, BTR, go to the Wyndham family. So hopefully everything, the Rotunda family, hopefully everything goes well. There is some upkeep, and maybe he will be with us longer. Hopefully.
you never know. Hey, you just sometimes you can't pinpoint things like that, and people miraculously do come out of that as well. So hopefully if he does come out of it, he has all his faculties and he's okay and he's able to speak and have a good life after the fact. So we'll see.
We'll see, man. Back on to other news.
I need that one.
Yeah,
You
yes you
son of
do.
a
Yes
bitch.
you do. Did you see the new teaser or the plethora of teasers that were out there of people's shoes, of men's shoes by
I saw the
WWE?
dress shoes, some suits in a pew, like a altar kind of thing. I'm curious. I only saw two sets of people. Like I
There was
said,
four sets of shoes that they showed, and then they finally showed what they were doing. It was to get you originally thinking, "Oh, someone new is coming. Oh, someone's
evolution
coming
is a
in,
mystery.
or Jericho's coming, or Gunther's coming back." No, that wasn't the case. It was the promo for WrestleMania 42, where they got everybody together on the card. If you haven't seen the picture yet already, it's Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. At one point, they finally show Boots with jeans. It's Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, and all four of them are at a poker table. And then they also have Triple H and Paul Heyman.
Interesting.
So yeah, it was just the anticipation. It was all over the interwebs. It was all over the dirt sheets. People are just, oh, so and so's coming back, or oh, someone's gonna make a heel turn. Oh, someone done that. No, They put it all to bed this morning at 5 o'clock a.m. this morning. WrestleMania 42. Get your tickets. They go on sale for April 18th and 19th. It was hilarious. Man, that was like the biggest swerve that has happened in a good while, and I loved it. I fucking loved it because
That's nice. That's
I've
nice.
seen so many people clamoring on the internet just through fucking Facebook and Instagram. It could be this, and oh, I can't wait to see who this is, and oh, someone's gonna make a nope. It's just a promotion for fucking WrestleMania. Eat shit. I love, I love it.
WWE
Uh,
is all about just kind of saying, "Hey, we know that you think you're smart, and you know you're onto some things, but not that smart."
you think you know me? On this day, you think you know him? Oh man. Well, I guess you want to touch on some Saturday night main event. I don't know if they're gonna add any more to this. Right now, there's four matches on the card.
There's
Uh,
usually five. It's like a regular SmackDown or stuff like that. So
well, the last one they only did four,
because it was in Goldberg's retirement, that's why.
and that was like 20 minutes.
Yeah, but it was the build up and all the fucking
That's what
packages.
that's what I'm saying. Being that it's a 2 hour TV show, 4 20 minute 4 20-minute matches would be great.
That's an hour and a half, like maybe an hour and a half,
Okay,
maybe I guess.
hold on, hear me out. When you watch a 30-minute television show on TV, how long is the actual runtime?
23 minutes.
22,
23,
22,
20,
22 minutes. Look at Family Guy, 22 minutes. Look at
20,
Simpsons, 22 minutes.
23.71.
It's 22 minutes.
23.
So, if you look at that, 22 minutes per fight, two commercials in between, plus time for build-ups on top of that for whatever little vignettes, or if they're going to do a, hey, so and so's in the crowd. Look at this person in the crowd. Oh, we got the 49ers here, or hey, we got Post Malone.
Where are they
Kind of.
at? Where are they at?
They are in Utah,
Interesting.
Salt Lake City, Utah, the Delta Center.
Nice.
Uh huh. So that's what I'm thinking. If they leave it at four and they give everybody 4 20-minute solid matches, great. The only match I think that's not going to last the 20 minutes is Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill, which they just added to the card Friday.
Now that Jade's a heel, apparently.
Apparently, did you see that? Do you see that little swerve that happened? She came out to aid Tiffany and then gave it to her afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
It's my time and I want my belt.
Well, I was watching I was looking at shit online. They're like, so once you get the Don Callis scar, you're evil.
Damn. Damn.
'Cause she
See, now
has a
she needs
fucking
to work.
scar in the eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's above her eyebrow. Now she needs to keep making that bitch like really red every time.
Well, that's what fucking Don Callis does. He makes it. He fills it in with
Well,
red.
he doesn't have it here anymore, so he just puts red paint all the time
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
going up
saying.
to the
Like
face.
he fills in something to like just to make it look like he has the fucking cut, eyeliner or whatever, right? So it is pretty funny. But yeah, obviously she's evil
He needs
now.
to wear that red cut now for like the next year and a half.
Yeah, she's evil now. So we'll see what run she gets. Cause
Let's see.
let's be realistic. I mean, let's just break it down. Since she brought up it's gonna be on the card.
Yes.
If she does not win this belt, then she shouldn't be in the title picture for a
Anymore.
long, 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 long
Any
time.
fucking more. Yes.
Yeah,
Any fucking more.
it's time to eat shit or get off the fucking pot. Like that.
Yes.
That's it.
Well, because I felt the same way about Nia Jax, because they kept pushing her and putting her and pushing her. I get it. You don't have that many females on SmackDown, and that's okay.
Or heels in general.
True. So you're going to keep pushing the same over and over on us, and that's what we have to grin and bear, right? Fuck it. But fuck, do something with it. At least Nia kept losing. Okay, cool. Jade, you're pushing her as a babyface. She's supposed to be slated to win. She still hasn't won anything.
So they gave her a tag team belt because she had Bianca Belair. That was about it.
She ain't got Bianca no more. Now what?
Exactly. So she needed, like I said, she had to get off the pot. This is it. This is the time where you need to. She needs to. Either they're gonna go with her and they're gonna finally capitalize on their investment, or it was a bust and that was it.
Knowing that Gulia Julia has the Intercontinental, the women's,
She has the U.S. title.
United States, my bad, the United States, what would you give Jade? Would you give her the United States or would you give her the the WWE Women's Championship?
Honestly, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even not because she's a great wrestler, but I wouldn't mind her taking it off of Tiffany and just having a different fucking run. That's it. Like at this point, if they're clearly not going to push anyone else towards Tiffany, obviously that's already faded out. Anything else they've done, then just give it to Jade, take it off of fucking Tiffany, let Tiffany chase her for a little bit, fall off, and let get someone else make a run at her and go from there. So all you can do is just figure out what's going to happen from there to the next spot. What do you got? You fucking fat fuck! Don't be eating this shit on the fucking
I
goddamn
got a
thing.
low lifesaver gummies. Forgot I had them there, dude. I was like, oh, it's like Christmas. I hid it for myself.
But yeah,
Well,
so
that's one of the matches.
who do you think would win, or who do you think should win?
I want Jade to win. I really
So
do because I'm tired of seeing Tiffany with the belt.
someone fresh, right? At the very
Hmm.
least, someone fresh.
If you're not going to revamp the shows, then revamp the hose.
That deserves a. Wah, wah,
Nice. But yeah, if you're not going to revamp your shows, put
wah.
different people, different faces on it, then move the belts around.
Yeah.
Put the spotlight on the different women.
I agree.
That's
I mean, it, let's be realistic. Tiffany needs to lose the belt, and as much as I would love to say that they did something with the U.S. title, ever since Chelsea Green lost it, they haven't done anything.
mm-mm.
So take it off of Julia Gulia and put it back on Chelsea Green. She was more entertaining. That was the most entertaining title for somebody to have, and she wasn't even featured all the time. So
But she was fucking
everywhere, she was
def-
fucking everywhere doing
she was
everything.
defending it almost weekly.
Yeah.
Anytime she was on TV, basically she was
They,
defending it.
they what they fucked up with her was they only kept on making her fight Mia Yim over and over and over. That
Hmm.
at that point, and then the crazy part is you didn't even give it to Mia Yim. What the fuck?
Mm-mm.
Like if
No.
anyone after all of that and after Chelsea Green had the belt, if you're gonna take it off of her that quick, which has only been it was like 2 or 3 months,
Hmm.
give it to fucking Mia Yim, who she fucking fought like 28 times to
Hmm.
one to chase the belt, and then when she finally had the belt, fought her again, and then some for some reason Selena Vega, they gave her a push, and then she just didn't do anything with it, and they fucking stripped that shit off of her because she was boring. No one wanted to see her with a belt.
No, they got to give her what she wanted, which was the little bit of the rub, so she could show it off when they were doing the little East Coast run because she's from New York. She even did the whole. I took it over my dad's grave because he died during 9/11. So
She did the Puerto
you
Rican
know,
parade. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So hey man, for PR's sake, not Puerto Rico, but public relations sake, great, great. Puerto Rico, you don't need a belt. No, thank you. Just concede and be the 52nd state, but you don't need a belt to prove that you belong in the United States. It's okay.
What's the 51st state?
Cuba.
You're a fucking idiot.
But I had an answer for you though.
The wrong answer, but I guess you had one,
That's
regardless.
right.
But yeah, I mean,
Hey, well, I'm not there staring off into the sunset like.
yeah. So I like I said, like I like the refresh. They need to refresh the U.S. title, give it back to Chelsea Green, someone entertaining, or someone in
Mhm.
that caliber of entertainment.
I would love to
Um,
see Chelsea Green with the women's championship. Honestly,
I would like to see that run too. But I think because she plays such a good like chicken shit heel and funny, that it might be too hard to take her seriously at this point, unless they wrangle her back into being like, look, I'm
a
an
hard
actual
ass.
competitor. I'm an actual competitor, like a
Hmm.
real competitor.
Hmm.
So it's either that, and this is what I think is going to happen. And this is just a fucking flicker of a spark that could turn into something with the Jade part. They take it off of fucking Tiffany, they give it to Jade, and then Alexa and fucking Charlotte lose the belt, and then it's Charlotte versus fucking Jade, which the fucking big Amazon women, and I think that's the route they want to go because now that Charlotte's face and Jade's heel, it wouldn't not make sense to make that happen at this point.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I could see that happening. I could see that happening. Just because you don't have another big face to fight for the women's championship. Because okay, let's just put all the cards on the table. If we're gonna be playing hold the pencil, right? Royal Rumble's coming up.
hmm
For the women, who do you give it to? Are you gonna give it to somebody SmackDown? Or are you gonna give it to somebody Raw?
this is where if you since you brought Royal Rumble up, this is where I'd bring up Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green, the last two Royal Rumbles made it didn't make it for more than fucking 2 seconds, and then she redeemed herself and she made it almost an hour. I
Hmm.
think the next one, just like with Liv Morgan, she made it. She didn't make it too long. Then she made it to the end with Rhea, lost, and then the next year she won it. I would
Yep.
think this might be the next. If they don't give it to Chelsea, someone like Chelsea Green or Chelsea Green, like I guess they would probably do a back to back with Charlotte Flair. To be honest with you, if Jade has the belt to kind of make that happen
Hmm.
in that sense. I don't know. I mean that outside of that, it's hard to kind of think of because the women are so few and far between, unfortunately. And the storylines that they've been putting them in is like it's not enough. It's not enough. So
Yeah.
who would you go with? What route would you go if you had to think
Raw.
so?
Raw.
Who against Stephanie? Who against Stephanie?
If Stephanie is still the champ all the way to WrestleMania, which more than likely she will be, give it on someone unsuspecting like Roxanne Perez.
I would take that or Liv Morgan
She's
again.
she's been well. You're asking me. You already said your spiel. I'm giving you my name. I agree with Liv Morgan. I wouldn't put her back in the hunt right away.
Agreed.
Only because give her time to rework everything, bring rust from being out a year, dealing with the injury. She did have a shoulder injury, all that had to mend, all that kind of stuff. Give her a minute to fucking get her wheels, get stories going. But give someone else who's been fucking working their ass off this year. Most improved, fucking if you we need to do one towards the end of the year. That's one that will make we'll have to do in December for sure. We'll have some time to write it down. Our fucking the BTR awards.
And the year awards.
BTR awards for end of year or around that time where we can give our, you know, our kudos and who we give medals of honor to and you know the stars of you tried. Excuse me. So one of those things I would think would be Roxanne because she's been since they put her in the main roster week after week after week after week. She's been on almost every Raw, and they've been putting her through the gauntlet, and she's been showing off and showing up every week, and it's been beautiful
I told
that
you.
she's been out there.
I told you a couple of weeks ago. She has had the most Raw matches this year, or TV matches this year. She has had the most.
Nice. And kudos to her, man, because that shows how much of a workhorse she is, and how much she wanted. And a lot of the times they're like, "Are you sure you want this? Are you sure you do?" And then when they go out and they do that shit, it's a no brainer,
And
dude. Like,
I wondered if that's why they really paired her with Dominic Mysterio because Dominic Mysterio is doing the same thing. He is making the run of a great career, like a fucking Hall of Fame career. He's been on every fucking thing.
yeah,
If he's not on Raw, he's in Mexico on
yep,
AAA.
hmm,
So like, and a couple of years ago, if he wasn't on Raw, he was on SmackDown. If he wasn't on SmackDown, he was on fucking NXT.
yeah,
So, like maybe I wonder if that's why they paired them together because that does make sense. That two workhorses, two Hispanics, and maybe Dom can tell her like as a tutor, like as a mentor, right? Like, hey, this is what
hmm,
I did to get noticed. Obviously, you have more experience. I mean, you have more experience, about the same amount of experience.
hmm.
This is what it is. This is how I did it. This is how I got over. And then look at her now. Like,
Don't get me wrong. I want Liv Morgan to get that championship back, have a run at it. But right now, Stephanie McCarry, untouchable. Leave it alone. Doesn't mean you can't have people to fight her. Of course, you need people up the ring, up the ranks to go after her. I mean, who else are you going to put right now? Maxine Dupree. Come on. There's not a lot of that, like that whole
she
little. There's a
just
whole little
didn't
angle
she
going
just
on.
didn't Stephanie McCord just save Nikki Bella
Oh, that's coming up next week on Raw. It's
tag team match or something?
yes, it's Judgment Day versus Nikki and Stephanie.
But that's the way to get Roxanne in front of Stephanie. That's how you do it.
Well, yeah, of course, because she just fought her idol, one of her idols, Nikki Bella. She fought her fucking this past Monday,
Hmm.
yesterday.
Yeah.
She fought her there on Raw. So now it's what I want to know is how come Judgment Day hasn't had a run at the tag belts yet? The women,
Because aren't they majority on SmackDown?
they're every, well,
Charlotte,
they were
but the
they
majority. Am I saying the majority? I'm saying
majority on SmackDown, but the what they said in a backstage vignette or interview, whatever. Kathy Kelly, I think they're like, hey, if you call us out, we'll go to your show and we'll show up. NXT, Raw, SmackDown, we don't care. And who did they just fight? They just fought. They were in the main event yesterday.
they fought.
Um, it
Give me a second.
wasn't it wasn't Kabuki Warriors. Kabuki Warriors came and messed
No,
everything up afterwards. Uh, I might have to pull that up, see
I
what's up.
just saw a snippet of that. To be honest with you,
Yeah, that's what I was like. They I hated I didn't memorize what happened. WWE show.
I don't know.
No.
I just fucking lost it. I had it on my tip of my tongue who they just fought.
Well, I'll take it off the tip of your tongue right now. It was Lyra Valkyria and
And
Bailey.
Bailey, there you go.
hmm Because Bailey was the one that called them out on a social media on X and was like, "Hey man, we want to fight you guys." And then you have the Kabuki Warriors coming in. We should have been fighting y'all for the belts. I don't know why they get a shot. It's we're next. We're supposed to be there. Well, y'all didn't call them out. Bailey did. Bailey's like, me and Lyra want to fight y'all. So here comes Alexa and Charlotte. Cool, let's fight because we got no one to fight with. They even said it themselves, we have no one to fight. That's bad. When you're out there putting it on there, we have no one to fight.
Y'all ain't shit. We need someone to fight.
Yeah, it's because obviously there are tag team, there women's tag team there, but no one's really putting the ball in their court. So they're saying, hey man, you want a
I'm
shot? Call
surprised they
it.
haven't had Mia Yim and BFAB go after it. They've been
They
doing little
did. They
things.
did 2, 3 weeks ago. They did.
Okay, okay. So that makes
Uh huh.
sense. So it's
And they
just
lost.
they're running through obviously, right? They're running through these teams. It really
Yeah,
is to a point where like, what's next?
exactly. So,
This is
and
a
that's the
time.
only way.
This is a time for a refresh. Take the belts off of them. Let someone else have a fucking run with it.
Well, they're at 87 days of holding the belts. So when they get to SmackDown, they'll already be 3 months as tag team champs. I don't think you
Which
should
is a
take
good
them off.
run.
You shouldn't take them off of them yet. No,
No, you'd have to
just
build something. No, I'm saying you had to build something for to take
correct.
them off. Take it off.
Just
Yeah,
give them more people to fight.
yeah. Give them real competitors, like real teams, right?
Well, they had that, Zarina and Solruka, and they were gonna run it back again, but they got hurt.
I would
Solruka
say
got hurt.
I would say have them fight, and I know you're probably not a fan of them, but the fucking Pitbull Ivory Nio
hmm
and fucking I wouldn't say Zoe Stark because they're fucking pretty similar, but
She's still
pair
not
some
back yet.
pair yeah I know it's gonna be a while, but pair someone with Ivy Nio because she
hmm
has the capability of going on by herself and having a good match with one of those either one of those women.
I would love
And
to see Zoe Stark there in it with Ivy. It would be a good uh heavy hitting match. Yeah, you would still see Alexa and Charlotte trying to do their high flying moves. I would use it with air quotes, but they're more ground and pound. The
yeah,
other two are more ground and pound.
they're all they're heavy. They're more brawlers than anything.
Yes. hmm
So we'll see. We'll
I'd
see.
watch it. I'd sit down and watch that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watch that. Cool, cool, cool. What's the next? What's another match on that card that
Oh man,
you
I
deviate
loved
real
it.
quick?
I loved it. I loved it. Hell yeah. Uh, this one will probably deviate. This one just came up on Raw yesterday because again,
Oh, you already
uh,
know. You already know. I already know who you're gonna say.
again,
Dominic
again,
Mysterio.
again, he found a way to make a loophole or whatever. So it was Penta versus Rusev on Raw, and he told the Judgment Day in the beginning of the show, he's like, "Hey man, like I'm worried about my belt. I don't know. I don't want to face either one of them. Blah blah blah." Both the men and the women, the tag teams, like we got our own things to deal with right now. Um,
They're not priority. He's
we
not priority
we don't
anymore.
got yep. So they went ahead and fought, but he's like, oh, I gotta get a hold of somebody, and he ends up calling Grande Americano, who comes in with. They had the names for the two guys, but I forgot what they called them. But they have names for the other two
Yeah.
parts of that group, I guess. And yeah, they came in and messed up both Penta and Rusev at the end, but at the very end, they both ended up hitting up on Dom, and that's how that ended. Uh, but now it's a three way for the belt. Adam Pierce told him later in the show, he's like, you know what? you have a Penta and Rusev problem, and you're gonna handle it at Saturday Night Main Event with your belt on the line.
I like when he's like, why were you talking? Adam Pearce was asking Dom, why are you talking to Gran Americano? He's like, nah, man, I was telling him like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? You like, and he's like, no, you're telling me that they didn't do it for you, and he's like, why would no? Because why would they go after me? They'd go after them. They put themselves at bodily harm. Why would they do that? Why
Mm-hmm.
would anyone do something so silly or some shit like that? And he's like, yeah, yeah, motherfucker, this is what's gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
But since we're talking, I mean, we're gonna deviate. Let's deviate, right?
Right.
Since we're talking about Gran Americano, did you see him on the same pay-per-view that Dom fought Dragon Lee, where Gran Americano came out and was talking to Vikingo, and everyone fucking hates Vikingo
Didn't
now.
that lead to a match also?
That's a coming up match. Not that was
Okay.
that night.
Oh, okay. It's coming
Yeah,
up. Okay.
but everyone's booing Vikingo, and of course we'll say Gran Americano, aka maybe it's Kaiser. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's talking to the crowd in Spanish, right? And he's saying, "Motherfucker, you know what you and Canelo have in common? Y'all both can't fucking finish in Vegas, blah 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 blah."
Boo.
And the crowd is fucking cheering. He goes, "Ole way, you know where you're at? You're in my country." And fucking Vikingo's like, "You're not even Mexican. You're fucking Wedo." He goes, "Have you not seen fucking Spaniard Mexicans?" And seeing in Spanish, he goes, "Have you not seen
Mm-hmm.
the Mexicans here in Mexico City? We are Wedo. We are blue-eyed. We are blah blah blah, blonde hair." He goes, and Vikingo's talking, and every time Vikingo's talking, the crowd's booing him. And dude, I don't know how, from the time Chad Gable debuted this character to right now, Ludwig Kaiser running this character, dude, the crowd is fucking hot for fucking Gran Americano in Mexico specifically. Like, they're going nuts, and I'm like,
He ran with it, dude.
he fucking
He
took it.
fucking ran
He
with it.
picked the ball up and he fucking ran it to the end zone. He really did because him speaking Spanish took that character up to another
Mm-hmm.
level.
Mm-hmm.
And him keeping like him not like fumbling through the Spanish, but literally legit just fucking hammering down and having a real conversation, like full conversations, singing and everyone bullying him initially, and now he's getting people are cheering him over fucking other wrestlers, which is fucking wild,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty cool.
He's
So
smart though, because if he didn't do that, dude, he was getting ready to get fired. Let's just be honest. He was floundering after the split up between him and Gunther. Gunther running on his own. Ludwig kind of floundering. He was floundering between main event style matches and losing randomly to fucking catering, and we weren't going to see him anymore. And the fact that that spot opened up to take that, there's no way that Chad Gable's going to take that back.
it's gonna be a fucking Grand Americano versus Grand Americano. That's
That'd
how
be
they're
cool.
that's how they're gonna up it.
That'd be cool. But I hope they're not stupid enough to take it off of him.
Agreed. If anyone's gonna lose it, and how I would if I was writing it to play the pencil, I would say Chad Gable loses and Ludwig's Grand Americano characters like I've always been a real Americano. You're the fucking phony. You're the
Mm-hmm.
copycat.
Yep.
You don't even speak Spanish. And then talking,
Mm-hmm.
saying it, but while talking in Spanish, right? You don't even talk Spanish. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That'd be the best way to save the character and put Chad Gable back as Chad Gable with his fucking group, American Made,
Exactly, exactly.
and keep Grande working and keep him going.
Or and here's another like boom, very left side kind of conversation is, well, they did introduce the two other Americanos. They're not Grande Americanos. They're other
There's
Americanos,
right.
right? And they kept them around, and then they kept them consistently coming back.
Mm-hmm.
It is not unrealistic to say that they bring them together, Chad Gable and Ludwig Kaiser's version of Gran Americano, and say, brother, brother, I'm Gran Americano. That's great. This is the tradition of the family. We're all Gran Americanos. These are our little brothers, the other Gran Americanos. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
you could go that route too.
Yeah. You could. You could. You could take that into a Survivor Series.
Yeah, because in Mexican culture, Rey Mysterio is not the first Rey Mysterio. There's
No,
fucking
no,
six other Rey Mysterios. You know,
yeah,
Sin Cara is not the first Sin Cara. That's like number 8.
no,
La Parca is not the first La Parca. That's like number 20. You know,
yeah.
so you could go that route if you want to stick with Mexican the lucha libre tradition. You could go that
Hmm.
route, or you can make them fight against each other and then have that story flip. And again, at the end of the day, as long as they don't take it away from Kaiser, we're good.
Or here's another one. While you're in your fairy tale, here's mine. You have Chad Gable versus Grande. Loser defects to AAA. Grande defects to AAA for a good while. I think comes back later. Royal Rumble.
And see, I
Ooh.
would say that's a little hard to play off because before Chad Gable got hurt, Grandma Carno was always helping him out. They were friends. They were buddies, right?
Yeah, yeah, but
So
it may come to a point where they're still doing the whole pointing thing or whatever. You can always put your fucking machismo on the line. Well, if you're such a person who has such respect for Mexico and you think you're this and this, let's put it on the line. Loser has to stay in AAA and
I'd be
go work out over there.
and I'd be okay with that because WWE has been sharing a lot of talent over there. A
Yeah,
lot of talent.
yeah. So you would
Shit,
have to put Chad Gable through a lot of the stuff in Mexico.
La Parca and fucking Iguana Man just made their appearance at fucking Halloween Havoc.
Hmm.
So like,
Well, yeah, they already have the costumes.
exactly right.
Yeah,
I think I want to be La Parca for fucking Halloween.
that'd be cool.
I got the chair, I got the mask, I got the skeleton outfit. Shit. Oh
Oh,
shit.
I've got somebody who hit me up on the DMs asking about a WrestleMania New Orleans chair. I don't know how many they have. I don't know if it's one or two for sale. I never hit back to see if they wanted a price. You know the folding chair, front row folding chairs. Yeah,
I saw some from fucking the Alamo Dome from 2000, the one I went to in 2023,
yeah.
and the one from 2007 for $50. But the guy was leaving out, he was moving out of the country. I didn't have a chance to fucking meet him up. He sold the chair. $50, dude. I was like, son of a bitch. I could have had a fucking. I was at both of those fucking Royal Rumbles.
That's crazy. Find out how many chairs. Wouldn't hurt to respond like how many, how much.
Yeah, no shit. So,
Well,
well,
next on the card we got WWE Championship Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. Is this the time Cody to drop the belt to Drew?
dude, I'll say the same thing I said about fucking Tiffany Stratton. And Cody Rhodes has not done anything that remotely gives him like, hey, take it off of him kind of thing. He's been doing it by the championship, but Drew McIntyre has been fucking chasing this thing for so long. Like, dude, come on. Like,
Are you gonna give a sympathy championship run? Is that what you're saying?
no, but right now there's nothing exciting about the Cody Rhodes run.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The people who are chasing him, unless they're gonna bring back turn Randy Orton to go after him, and I've been sprinkling that. They've been sprinkling it. Outside of that, Drew McIntyre talks a lot of shit. He's online. He doesn't have to pander to the crowd as a face. So I mean, maybe he deserves that run. He only got fucking it. He only had it for fucking 3 to 5 minutes, and then he lost it because he talked shit to Punk. But obviously that's
Do
planned out.
you believe that some of Cody Rhodes' lackluster run is overcasted because of John Cena's um what do you call
Final
it,
run.
retirement run?
I mean, they're putting more effort into John Cena. Yes, absolutely. But at the same token, Cena's been making his appearances not just at SmackDown. So
Yep.
I can't say it's all of that. And I think Seth Rollins getting hurt and Cody losing to him doesn't help, right?
Hmm.
He lost champion to champion. Fair is fair. Well, I guess outside that watch. Um, but outside that, what else is going on for him? There's no one like Brock Lesnar coming in to fucking give him the rub and whoop his ass,
Yeah.
unless
Yeah.
Randy Orton turns heel and whoops his ass, and they have a fucking a little trilogy or something going on. I don't see anything else happening for him right now. So, what route would you go? I would give it to Drew. Doesn't hurt. Wouldn't hurt the championship. But give it a little more prestige. Again, just switch hands. It's a fucking shock value right before the holidays. Right before the holidays, you're gonna take it off of Cody Rhodes. I don't know. I mean, there's pros and cons to all of that.
I mean, if you're gonna get your money out of Brock, you might as well have him go after Cody. That's my
Yeah,
hot take. Have him go after Cody and take the belt. If you want to give him, if
but
you want to give him
give it
a,
to Brock rather than someone who's
yeah,
there all the time.
give it to Brock, and then let Drew chase Brock. Since he's internet
I feel
valuable
like
and gets over with the crowd and all that jazz, yeah, let Drew chase Brock because at least that'd be more viable to heavy hitters compared to fucking Cody going after Brock.
I feel like because they already had their trilogy when Cody was chasing for the belt. I don't think that's gonna work out. But if Brock did take the belt, I wouldn't not see fucking Gunther coming back and having a match with Brock Lesnar. Gunther and Brock, two heavy hitters.
Because that's rumored to happen for WrestleMania.
Yeah, that was supposed to happen last WrestleMania.
Yep.
So
But now it's heavily rumored for this WrestleMania of Brock versus Gunther, belt or no belt. But belt, I think, would make it a little bit sweeter.
yeah, wouldn't hurt.
Uh,
Well, any other matches?
the World Heavyweight Championship, CM Punk versus Jey Uso to go for the vacated belt. Because
Well,
Seth Rollins is hurt and got shoulder surgery.
did he have it already? They say.
I don't know. I don't know. They've been showing him walk around with a cat or a sling, his arm in a sling, cast in a sling. Uh, Pictures of him and Becky Lynch drinking coffee, and he's got a shoulder wrap on.
Is it a ruse? I mean, they technically took the belt off of him, but I don't know.
I don't know how much of a ruse that would be.
He did the thing when he was walking in crutches and fucked over Punk. That was a good fucking ruse.
True, but I mean, if your shoulder needs surgery, I mean, there's no ruse in that.
Yeah, I mean, it goes both ways but I don't. I mean, I truly don't think it's at work. But I mean, I saw Jey Uso's promo against CM Punk on Monday. What do you think? What do you think? I mean, I know who you probably want to pick, but what do you think's gonna happen?
There's two options: one solid winner or no winner, because it's there's no extra things going on for this match as far as it being like a, any.
Stipulations or anything?
Yes, there's no stipulations for the match, so it's just a wrestling match. So
And Braun Breaker
disqualifications
wants
can happen.
yeah, Braun Breaker wants the belt, so I think he might interfere, him and Bronson.
So if they interfere, what happens? It turns into a tag team match, right? They're not going to do that.
They can't do
If
that,
they're
not for
going
the
to keep it
belt.
for the belt, they could turn it into a three-way, and Braun takes it. But they're not ready for Braun to take the belt yet. If they want to push it early, because do you know? I was reading something on this. Now I'll ask you this question: Braun, both Braun and Bronson were not in the Battle Royal. Why?
You said that Paul Heyman had a conversation with him saying, "Wait,
Right. So that's what the TV answer was. Now, what's the real answer?
I don't know."
They were afraid of them going face because the crowd is behind them right now. And it's hard to keep heels when the crowd is behind people that are being pushed, when they kind of seems like or feels like they want these guys to stay heels so if Seb comes back, he's face. So to pull them away from being face to the crowd, they kept them off of that battle royal to still stay heel.
I guess I could see that play out that way. I mean, the same token you can say with Dominic Mysterio. He's still technically a heel. He's not a
He's a
face.
heel. He's with Judgment Day. but he's over with everyone's cheering him on. He's over fucking everyone.
But that's the same logic when you gotta take it back a little bit. Like Hogan was the bad guy, and initially everyone hated him, and then they loved him, even though he was in NWO. Stone Cold was a bad guy technically for a long time, but everyone fucking loved Stone Cold. DX was the bad team, and everyone loved him. So it's not like it doesn't work, right? It still works. It's just I I think you're I think you're half right. Like there has to be a clear winner, right? And if not, then it has to be a big disqualification. But now, what do you do with that belt? It's still vacant.
Mm-hmm.
So does it become something that everyone? It's a bracket tournament for Survivor Series because that's less than a month or a month, almost exactly a month away. Or do you fucking play it where someone wins it in between, and then you have to they're chasing them? Because if they wanted to do the bracket, they might as well just not even introduce it for the main event and just did the fucking bracket, you know?
Exactly.
So that's where I'm like, well, and I guess the real answer for me would be I didn't like Jey Uso as a champion. I didn't think he was a very credible champion. I thought he had the crowd behind him. He still kind of does. CM Punk got technically robbed or screwed for the storyline, whatever. But I don't know who'd be fighting against him other than maybe LA Knight and Jey Uso. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay, where's the fucking story? You know, I guess Braun Breaker could go after him, but
Two
if
questions for you then. Number one, do you want another Jay Uso run? Yes or no?
absolutely not,
Do you want to see him Punk run? Yes or no?
not really. That's the tough part. But my not really is just being me being biased. It's not. It wouldn't not be a good run. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Jey Uso. I I think with Jey Uso is more like I don't think he can wrestle. He's better. He's a better tag team specialist. And I like the story that they're coming. He's being selfish. He's thinking about himself. That's a good storyline. But okay, what else? You know, it's a good story. What about your
Mm-hmm.
wrestling? What about your wrestling? Like you're getting gassed out in the fucking match. So much so that they had to take the belt back off of you and put it back on Gunther because you weren't believable enough. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck? What's your answer?
So do you put it on Gunther later and then let him have another have a Rowan Reigns esque run?
No, I also don't want to see that yet. I mean, he had a long enough run with the IC belt. I'm tired of these long runs. You know, let Roman Reigns be the last one. That's it. Cody Rhodes is teetering on a year already, so I think it's time for him to lose the belt. Will it happen before WrestleMania? I don't know. But this vacant championship without Seth Rollins holding that belt, and I'm sure that fucking disrupted a gazillion storylines of what how it's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to play out, and you're kind of forced to put it on somebody. As much as it pains me to say it, I'd much rather see a Punk run than a Jey Uso run
Mm-hmm.
because at least with Punk, you're gonna get the good fucking promos and story to build up to it. Jey Uso has the four letters, one word. Oh. Okay, like okay, cool. What else?
Hey fam, yeet. I got the belt. Yeet. What am I gonna do with it now? Yeet. Oh shit.
Run it back.
My brother wants to fight me. Yeet. Am I gonna let him fight me? Yeet. You want guys want to let him fight me? Yeet. Hey, do me a favor, producer, run it back. Yeet.
Yeah, and that's not to say that we're not Jey Uso fans.
No.
It's just the story and granted they're trying to give his character an edge, so there could be. But at the same token, what you showed me before, after all these years, you finally had the ball, and you without the crowd, you would have fumbled it faster than you did, right? So I don't see a good run for the holidays from someone like him. I can see if Punk gets it, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed are immediately after him with Paul Heyman, which helps the story. You got LA Knight who has a lot of shit against him. You have that story. You have Jey Uso who can come and talk shit and have at least a run against him, and that's that story. So there's a lot more stories, and then you have Roman Reigns who can step into the picture whenever he fucking wants and whatever fucking show he wants, and let him have that run. I don't know, you know.
Yep.
I just don't know if the caliber of matches that Punk can put on now, not only because of his age, but maybe the dancing partners, they're not all like it's just not there's not a lot of cohesiveness with top stars. So I don't know. That's my
Yeah,
thought. That's my thought. What route would you go? Punk run? J
I go
run?
Punk over Uso. Honestly, I go Punk over Uso. Turn Uso heel. Let him run amok. Let him attack anyone and everyone who tries to come around him and stuff. Have that run. Give LA Knight a shot going after Punk. Excuse me, going after Punk. Uh, you get more stories out of Punk being champ than you do with Uso being champ, and
Agreed.
believable stories.
I
Believable stories.
I agree. Like there's gonna be there, and much as I would hate to admit it, like I'm not a big fan of him. There is more story with him than there is with Jey Uso.
And
It
you can
just
also
is.
get dream matches out of that too.
What would be a
So
dream match?
uh,
Left. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like what's left?
I would say not just dream matches on my account, but others that have always wanted to fight him. Let alone, man, I wish I could have been there when he was on a championship run so I could fight him. That's what I mean by dream matches for the people that want to fight him.
Like who?
Whoever wants to fucking fight him.
Who would you put against him? If
AJ
see,
Styles.
there you go. I'm okay with that. That's what I'm saying. Like who would you
They've
put
done that
against
in Ring
him?
of Honor, AJ Styles, CM Punk. But like, I don't know. I'm a young cat, like fucking. Who's somebody on here? Who's somebody on here?
Carmelo Hayes.
Julius Creed. I've never fought CM Punk before. That'd be a dream match for me. I've always wanted to fight him. I followed him since I was a kid. Just to drop a name, I don't know if it fucking counts or not. But you see, like for us that have been watching, there really isn't a lot of dream matches left because some of the older stars are already gone. Some of the newer stars probably don't deserve to stand in the ring with them per se. Just take it as a grain of salt. But I mean,
Oba Femi comes in and fights him. Trick
that's not a
Williams.
dream match for me, but that would be a dream match for Oba. You see what I mean? Something like that. Or seeing him versus Kofi Kingston, two best friends, former best friends and tag team. Kofi used to be an ex champ. Why not put them in with Punk in the ring with Punk having the belt? Something like that. That's a dream match, right?
I wouldn't mind.
Uh,
I wouldn't mind them bringing the New Day into the light because they can talk, they can build a story, and it can be a one match run. That's fine, but
yeah.
it could be a story. Yeah, I'm saying like there's a little more juice
Finn
on the
Balor,
squeeze.
Finn Balor and Punk hasn't happened ever.
That'd be a good match.
There you go. And you got. I've been fucking with Dominic this whole time, but you know what? I actually wanted to fight with Finn. I was waiting for Finn to step up. And he calls out the Judgment Day. He talks shit about all of them, and then they start talking shit back, and it's Finn versus Punk. And maybe Finn's the one to take it off of Punk since he never got his fucking Universal Championship run.
There you
I
go.
mean,
You just never know, right?
that's a dream match.
That's
I haven't studied the roster to give you that. You're pushing for that answer. Now that I'm looking at it, now I can give you a better answer. What's another dream match?
no.
Dream match.
And what I'm pushing for is just like we talked about earlier with Tiffany Stratton and Jade. Like what's next? Who do you put next with him, right? Like we talking about Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. There's no one left for us to fight. So who the fuck fights Punk or who the fuck fights Uso when one of them becomes champion? If one of them becomes champion, like that's the tough part.
Sheamus. Sheamus versus Punk.
Sheamus, huh?
I mean, that would be a great match, but it would be a good match. You know,
Rusev
to see.
versus Punk,
Ooh, I feel bad for Punk for that one. Bruce would beat the shit out of him.
and Rusev wants his paybacks from AEW.
He definitely get it. He definitely get it. Uh,
Penta versus fucking Punk.
Penta versus Punk would be something. Penta versus Punk would be something. Logan Paul versus Punk. Don't want to say it, but
Already
well,
happened though. Already happened though. So
he's inactive right now. Never mind. He's inactive.
why is he inactive? Got hurt?
I have no clue. Show's inactive on SmackDown Hotel.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like Naomi's inactive because she's pregnant.
Oh, maybe Logan Paul has his wife had a baby or something.
Yeah, some of that effect. He's out right now. I mean, there's not a lot of other stars left on this roster that we see every day or
Yeah,
see
that's
every
all right.
week.
That's all right. Well,
So
that's a good four
that's just
fucking match
looking
pay
at
per view,
Raw.
right?
I'm
It's a
not. I'm
four
not. I'm
match
not
pay per
looking at
view.
SmackDown.
Yeah, we're not
I
talking about that.
mean,
But four match
well,
pay per view.
let's say you know what a shakeup happened, or a couple stars just ended up bleeding over into there. When you want to see Aleister Black versus CM Punk,
I don't know. I would like to say yeah, but I don't know.
Alex Shelley versus CM Punk.
I'd like to see one of any of the Motor Machine Guns. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Carmelo Hayes. the
the fucking Miz.
The Miz versus CM Punk. Yes.
I want to see that. That's the one I would
Yes.
want to see.
There you go. About is he hurt? Oh, he's injured. I would say Jacob Batu, but he's injured. Kevin Owens versus CM Punk if Kevin Owens comes back.
That's a big if. Who
Yep.
knows?
Mm-hmm. How about R-Truth versus CM Punk? Shinsuke Nakamura versus CM Punk. I got one for you. You'll love this one. Sami Zayn versus CM Punk. No, no.
It would be a good match though. Let's be
Randy
realistic.
Orton versus CM Punk.
Run that one back. Run it back.
Yep, yep.
Well, regardless, I mean, it's gonna be. It's this is the best part of like why wrestling's so appealing because there's a lot of questions and no one really fucking knows until it happens. Some things are
Correct.
obvious. Don't get me wrong. Some things are obvious, but other
Yep.
things is like okay, well, you have two different fucking branches of two different universes, right? So and so can win and go this route. So and so can win this route. This is what could happen. This is what they fight, and it just fucking sprinkles. It fucking branches off into the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. I'm just curious to see how it branches off, right? That's just the end of it. Like how what happens here, and the only way to
Hmm.
find out is just to tune in to Saturday Night's main event just Saturday on the first.
That's right.
But
That's right.
outside of that, do you have anything else to add before we call it?
She. A lot of wrestling coming up.
A lot of wrestling.
Keep coming back because we're going to talk about it. If you haven't watched it, we'll tell you about it. If you watched it, come talk to us about it. But let's discuss because this is always fun, man.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And again, make sure to hit that 17 time 5 moves of doom, all that fun stuff, right? On that like and subscribe button to get notified whenever we drop a new episode every Tuesday and Thursday. You want to watch back, you can catch it on Spotify with video, YouTube, Twitch, all the fucking places you can get the podcast, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, all that fun place, and the socials at beyond underscore the underscore ropes underscore pod, or just beyond the ropes pod 210.
There you go.
But either or, for Retro Relapse, I'm Randizo. Stay tuned for more stories, more violence.
Because we're the podcast that hits back, brother.